Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today on my lunch, chilling out, talking about tomorrow's Smackdown. Ran out of time, wasn't able to make a Monday Night Raw full show preview. Was looking forward to making it with SummerSlam coming up right around the corner, but possibly, honestly, the biggest match of the week is taking place on Smackdown. That, of course, is going to be Nakamura going up against John Cena. This right here is a #1 contenders match to see who's going to be going up against Jinder Mahal at the upcoming SummerSlam. This is one that honestly makes you really want to think about what is going on in WWE on SmackDown. A lot of people are honestly sort of being negative that WWE is putting this show on SmackDown, putting this on USA, not saving Nakamura versus John Cena for a big pay-per-view battle for the first time they go down. I can honestly remember, it never came to be, but last year there was rumors that there was going to be a show from Hawaii that was going to be a house show that was going to be dubbed Bash at the Beach, that was going to be shown live on the WWE Network. This was a big rumor that was out there for, honestly, about a couple weeks before it was shot down, that it was not going to happen. But one of the big matches that was going to take place on the Hawaii show was going to be Nakamura versus John Cena. That was going to be one of the hooks to make people want to join in. Of course, at that time, Nakamura was still wrestling on the NXT roster, but was making sporadic house show appearances on the main roster, what they do with a lot of NXT guys, to make sure once they get the call up that they're ready to go. They understand what it's like living on the road. I've heard that WWE pays for performers. I'm not sure if they pay for their full road expenses, if they pay for hotels and they pay for rental cars, but I've heard that they pay for the first year that they're on the road once they get down at NXT to make sure that they're accustomed to what their lifestyle is going to be, I guess you can say. But that was going to be a big one, and it never happened. And now here it is, we're actually going to be getting it, and it's on SmackDown. It's a #1 contenders match. Nakamura is coming off a match against Baron Corbin, which ended in disqualification. Sort of shows you that he's not the hottest that he's been. He's not getting a huge push. John Cena just made his big return. He had his match at Battleground, which was a flag match against John Cena. I know that, honestly, Jinder Mahal is sort of getting a double-sided push. Here in America, he's the biggest heel on SmackDown with the whole modern-day Mirage. I can't say it. I wish Ravi was here. He'd say it for me. But he's supposed to be this big-time heel from India, while in India, he's supposed to be treated as the biggest babyface. And the guy that's going against him, being Randy Orton, is supposed to be portrayed as a heel in India. This, exclusive millions of people that live in India that WWE is trying to make sure stay on Team WWE rather than jump to TNA, who keeps on trying to push towards this market with, I believe, the Sony 6 deal, where they're supposed to be going over there and touring and making lots of fans and getting lots of people to watch their show and bringing in money into the company. WWE wants to sort of get that before TNA get the chance to get it. So you see the return of Jinder Mahal. You see him get a big push. You saw the return of the Great Khali, and all of that. So, I mean, when I really break this down and I really try and think about what is going to be going down, the person that's going up against Jinder in India is going to be looked at as a big-time heel. Is WWE going to want to put John Cena in that place to try and get people to swing on John Cena? Because in India, if anybody's watching WWE, if anybody's trying to be a fan, John Cena's always been pushed as the major babyface who loves everybody. And now here all of a sudden, they're going to get this John Cena heel turn that we've never been able to get in America here. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But John is coming off the whole USA United States flag match, where even though Battleground was held later in the month, it was treated as if it was like the 4th of July pay-per-view, like the Bash used to be, or the Great American Bash used to be for, you know, the NWA, WCW, all throughout Thursdays. I mean, you saw the New Day coming out wearing the red, white, and blue. John Cena's in the, you know, Russia versus United States flag match, and all that jazz. So it sort of makes sense for Cena to get the win here. But then again, Nakamura, I don't think he's been beat, besides for losing those matches to Samoa Joe in NXT before he came up to the main roster. It's a hard one to break down. I mean, it's honestly, I came in thinking that I was going to say John Cena was going to get the win. And I know there's already, you know, the, it looks like the WWE Universal Championship is going to be a 4-way. And I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of, like, sort of tag matches or mixed matches to make sure that everybody can get on the card that needs to be on there. Of course, there's going to be a lot of matches where I don't know where the hell what they're trying to do with Goldust and R-Truth, if that's going to be a pre-show SummerSlam match, or if they're going to be sort of built together with other guys. We keep seeing Enzo versus Kaz. That's another singles match from Raw that looks like it's going to be a match, I would guess. Maybe Enzo gets the win at SummerSlam. I don't know. A lot of things going down. But it's hard to see where SmackDown's going to fit into there. I think this is a big match. I think this is something that you know, needs to be remembered. There's a lot of sort of dream matches with Nakamura in WWE. Of course, people want to see Nakamura versus AJ Styles. They had their face-off at the Money in the Bank. Of course, everybody was hoping that was going to be the WrestleMania match last year. Even after it sort of was really looking like the Shane McMahon match was going to happen, people kept saying they wanted to see Nakamura versus Styles because of what happened at Wrestle Kingdom, and see sort of that style match in WWE yet again. I really want to see Nakamura versus Cena. I think that's a match that I've been looking forward to for a while as well. Let's just not take it for granted that it's going to be a television match. Yeah, they're going to do what they always do, where they bring them out, they're going to fight for a few minutes, then they're going to go to commercial. They got to make some money. It is what it is. That's what they always do. That sort of brings you down a little bit, waiting for those damn commercials, Dan, knowing that you're missing some action that the people live in the arena are getting. But it's almost like on my favorite show, PTI, which is on ESPN, we talk about sports. You know, they always pick topics, and Wilbon always sort of wants to take the middle ground, and Tony's always yelling at him, you know, you can't take the push, you can't take the push, you got to make a decision, pick one way or the other. I don't really see how this doesn't end. I mean, Baron Corbin, his feud with Nakamura didn't really end with him getting kicked in the nuts. That's still going. So, I mean, I know that it didn't make any sense to Carmella, although she has the Money in the Bank briefcase, why she wasn't in the #1 Contenders match to get a shot at SummerSlam. So she's on the outs. So now here it is again, Baron Corbin, who did get disqualified but didn't really lose. He's not involved in this #1 Contenders match, and Nakamura didn't beat him. I know that Cena did beat Baron Corbin. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a #1 Contenders match for the Royal Rumble, or something like that. But that was a match that was on SmackDown that was hyped up as do not miss this. This is going to be a big deal, and it was a pretty good match. So does Baron Corbin just try to get himself inserted into SummerSlam by interrupting this match on SmackDown? Because it's on television, they do special matches that I remember that sort of get put into the top 10 matches of WWE for the year. They get put in that sort of category. But a lot of times you might get a match that doesn't have a finish. So it sucks. I don't want to say it. I'm guessing that Baron Corbin's going to mess this thing up. He's going to be want to be in there. He's going to be saying he's got a shot. He doesn't want to use it, but he wants to be in that, you know, picture where he's in the title picture. He deserves to be there. He's been having a good year. but maybe they just want him in the background. I remember there was the year Dolph Ziggler cashed in and was the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He wasn't put on the Elimination Chamber card. And a lot of people thought, well, that means that he's going to cash in because they want to have him fresh after the Chamber. And it made a lot of sense for him to be in that match, but he wasn't. And he just was probably sitting backstage, or they might have given him the day off and he was sitting at home. But I don't see them leaving Baron Corbin off of SummerSlam. So I don't know where he fits unless Cena beats Nakamura, and then they just do Nakamura versus Baron Corbin again because their feud isn't done yet. Or maybe Cena's not going to take a win that way, but maybe just Baron Corbin makes it where Nakamura loses the match, so their feud isn't finished and he doesn't look like he's walking off into the sunset. But I'm looking forward to this match. I'm hoping you're looking forward to this match, and I can see you guys down the road. So I'm going to upload this bad boy. I also got a Lay's potato chip review on the new crunchy taco. So look forward to that. I'm sure I'm going to upload this video first, but maybe make sure I didn't upload that other one last. Peace out, everybody.